Hello and welcome to a new video from Machine Learning in Python. In this video we are going to see how we can automate trading using a module called Quandl. Using Python speeds up the trading process, and therefore it's also called automated trading or quantitative trading. So one thing I wanted to make clear that exploring the data at hand is called data analysis. So the first thing that we are going to do is to learn how to extract data using the Quandl API. And let me show you the website. So QuandlAPI.com, the world's most powerful data lives on Quandl, the premier source for financial, economic, and alternative data sets, including analysts from the world's top hedge funds, asset managers, and investment banks. And what we want to do is we want to get an API key. So quandl.com/tools/API. Okay, so get millions of financial and economic data sets from hundreds of publishers via a single free API. And you're free to read everything here if you are working on data set, financial data sets, just to be precise. So how to get an API? Well, before we do that, I would like just to say that this is supported by languages like R, Python, Excel, and I think Ruby as well. Yeah. Okay, so we can log in if you already sign up, but just to sign up, you'll get your name, your first name, your last name, personal account. Then you will follow that. Then it's very simple. You will receive an email. You will verify that this is your email. Then your account will be activated, and then you can log in. Once you logged in, you will have your API key here. And this is what we are going to need in our code. So let me just copy this API key here. And before we go to the code, let's just pip install Quandl. Okay, perfect. Just one thing that I wanted to point out for Quandl, that we are going to use historical data or previous data. And using previous data is going to be the main key to our back testing strategy. Because usually the trends in the stock market tend to repeat themselves over time. So if we are going to take data sets of the stock prices, for example, for Amazon, Apple, Google, then we can see the different fluctuations over the years, and we can plan our strategy based on that historical data, whether to buy, to sell, and all this depends on the historical data or the analysis of this data. And this is what we are going to do now. Okay, so we have our Quandl done. We will need also Pandas. So make sure you got that installed. We will also need Matplotlib, so make sure that also is installed. Okay, so let me close the command prompt and create a folder. Open that with Visual Studio Code, but you can use any text editor you like. So the first thing to do is we need to import our libraries. So I will import Pandas, Quandl. Oh, and I forgot, we need also NumPy. So make sure that NumPy is also installed. Okay, now about that API key. So I'm going to create a Quandl object here. So use the Quandl package and paste that as a string. So what we are going to do is we are going to extract the price of, let's say, Apple, the Apple stocks from January the 1st, 2010 till January the 1st, 2020. And the ticker for that is AAPL, all right? So Apple data. EOD, EOD means end of day order, which is actually an order given by the trader or the investor for the securities that's only open till the end of the day, whether to buy, to sell, and different financial decisions given by the trader. So this is called EOD, or end of day. /, and as we said, the ticker is AAPL for Apple company. We need a start date and end date. Okay, and I will create just declare a variable called apple, and this will be equal to the apple data dot the head, because we want to display the first 5 rows of the data. And let's print that. Okay, so okay, cool. So we get the date, open, high, low, close, then the volume of trading, the dividend, the stock splits, and adjusted open, high, low, close, and adjusted volume. So what we have the open and the close, which is the opening and closing price of the stock. We get high and low, which is the highest and lowest prices for the stock that the stock has reached actually during each particular day. Okay, and we get adjusted high, open, low, and so on. And this is the impact of present dividend distribution or stock split or any other corporate action on the historical data. That's why it's adjusted. Okay, perfect. So let's carry on. Next thing that I want to do is I want to calculate the returns. Okay, so what is the returns? Basically, it's the profit or loss incurred by the stock after the trader or the investor has used long or short positions. So let's declare a variable. We'll call it close price. And this will be equal to the apple data. And I want to choose the adjusted closing price. So what I want to do now is I want to print the returns as a fractional change. So I will declare another variable. I will call it daily return. And daily return will be equal to the closing price dot a method called pct underscore change. And this is just the percentage change between the current and the prior price. If we will print daily return, so let me comment this line out, open a new terminal. Okay, sometimes we will have NaN, so we don't need that. We want to substitute that by zeros. Okay, so just delete this line. What I want to do now is I want to fill the NA. So daily return dot fill NA, and I will fill the NA or none available by zeros, and a second argument which is in place, and I want to set it to true. So now if we will print the daily return, so I'm quite sure now that all NA or NaN have disappeared and substituted by the zero. So what I want to do next is I want to assign the adjusted closing price to adjusted prices. Let me declare another variable, adjusted price. This will be equal to the apple data. Basically, it's the same line 13 right here. So adjusted close, like that. And usually the analyst tests for the statistical measures over a sliding time period, and this is called moving period calculation. So let's see how the rolling mean can be calculated over a 50-day window. Here I want to calculate the moving average. And moving averages actually help smooth out any data anomalies or spikes. So I will show you in a minute the graph and you will understand what I mean. They provide you with a smoother curve for the company's results. It's better representation basically. Okay, so let me declare another variable called MAV or moving average, and I will use the adjusted price dot rolling and with a window of 50 days dot the mean method. And this is a Pandas method basically. This provides the rolling window calculations. And let's go ahead and print the MAV or the moving average. And we want the last 10 days, not the whole thing. So let's try that out. Save it first. So these are the prices using the moving average. Okay, this is the daily return as a fraction change, like we have said here, right? And these are the last 10 days in the data set. Okay, good. So what I want to do now is I want the adjusted price dot plot, and let's give that a go, but let me just first comment this line out. Okay, we got the same result and our graph here. So this is from 2014 till 2017, and this is the price. Started below $15 and moving up, and you can see the spikes, the fluctuations up and down, the several circumstances that can affect any kind of securities, especially the stocks. Okay, good. So let's check out the moving average. So you can see now that the curve is smoother than the adjusted price, and it's representing the same trend. Okay, just up and down, but without the spikes. Okay, and let me just put them both next to each other. So basically they are the same, as I said, but this one using the moving average and this one is without the moving average. And this is for Apple, and we can change the ticker, we can change the symbol. So from Apple, let's say Microsoft, which is MSFT, but we'll need to change all that. It's not necessary. You know that it's Microsoft. So if you will take a look, you will find the numbers that are going to be different. There you go, 78 till 80, and the graph as well is different. So this is really cool that you can use Quandl Data Hub to retrieve any data that you want for any company or major corporation to show its financial movement for any time period that you want. So this actually can help you and your company doing some huge informed financial decisions based on these data. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next videos.